Christmas! This is Oliver. Welcome to my Christmas special. We got yet another MCU Disney Plus show just in time for Christmas. Yeah, I know. Another one. The first 3 episodes of Hawkeye have been released, so we are going to be reviewing them in this video. I know the time I'm filming this right now, episode 4 of Hawkeye hasn't been released yet, but the time this video is going to come out, the episode has come out. Anyways, guys, without further ado, let's do this. Hawkeye begins with in 2012 when the first Avengers movie happened and Loki's army attacked, and we get to see a young Kate Bishop whose father died during this attack, and one of Loki's armies is close to killing her, but then Hawkeye comes and saves her, which it was epic and awesome, but the CGI looks so fake. Like, I'm tired of the CGI looking so fake in every MCU project nowadays. So that's a negative, but besides the CGI, this was a cool scene. A few years later, in present day, we are introduced to Hawkeye, who is watching Rogers the Musical, which is Avengers turning into a musical. They're singing for no particular reason. This was a really funny scene, and some amazing, incredible acting from Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner. And when he sees Black Widow, he's upset because Black Widow's dead. So that was some fantastic acting. So far into the show, the cinematography is amazing. The Christmas light and the Christmas spirit, it looks so beautiful. Every time they're not using bad and fake CGI, the cinematography looks amazing. So what do I think of this episode? Well, every time Hawkeye is spending time with his family, it puts a big smile on my face. It's so adorable. But every time it cuts back to Kate Bishop, now as a teenager, it's not bad, but it's just so generic and boring. This kind of movie trope we've seen millions of times before. And the action scenes in this episode are okay. They're not. I think that Marvel has done a lot better action scenes than the action scenes that we are given in this episode, but I think they are okay. But it's just so badly edited in some scenes because of the editing. Because in some scenes it's obvious that they have cut. But besides that, this was a good episode. It wasn't great, but it was good. It was okay. But I think that the family side story plot that Haley Steinfeld, Kate Bishop has in this episode was generic because we've seen it so many times before, just like I said before. But besides that, every time we get to see Hawkeye on screen, it's spending time with his family and some good acting from Jeremy Renner. It's a good okay episode, and it ends with a cliffhanger with Kate Bishop and Hawkeye meeting each other for the first time. So I can't wait for the next episode. It was a good cliffhanger. So let's move on with the next episode. Episode 2 begins right where episode 1 ended, with Kate Bishop and Hawkeye meeting each other for the first time, and the relationship between Kate Bishop and Hawkeye in this episode is so much fun. It's really funny how excited Kate Bishop is for meeting Hawkeye, because like I said before, Hawkeye saved Kate Bishop's life as a kid. So yeah, it's so funny how excited Kate Bishop is to meet Hawkeye, the real Hawkeye. It's a lot of fun. And then the CGI, yet again, it looks so fake. Like the fire that as you can see right here, it looks so fake. Like, I don't understand yet again why the CGI has to look this fake. And then Hawkeye goes to this Viking club to get back the Ronin suit that was in the flames before. Who this random guy has it now. So he beats up people with a fake sword, and it's so much fun. And his interactions with this random dude who has the Ronin suit it's really funny. I mean, Jeremy Renner, how do you do it? How can you be so funny? So then he gets his Ronin suit back, and to be honest, this scene was a really funny scene. It was one of my favorite, the most memorable scenes of this episode, to be honest. And the way Hawkeye interacts with this guy is a lot of fun. It's really funny, and his fifth they do a fist bump, which was really cool. After that, Hawkeye gets captured by the Red Goons, and Kate Bishop tries to save Hawkeye, but she also gets captured, which in a really funny scene. Episode 2 of Hawkeye was a good episode, and for me, it gets a 7 out of 10. It's then revealed who the leader of the Red Goons is. I thought this was Jelena, but dyed black hair, but it turns out it's a new Marvel villain who is getting her own spin-off show very soon. Her name is Echo. Episode 3 opens with Echo as a little girl, and this opening scene was very good and interesting, to be honest. And I feel like Echo doesn't need her own Disney Plus show, because this is basically her Disney Plus show. But yeah, anyways, Ronan, Hawkeye, during Avengers Endgame kills Echo's father, and this was a sad scene. It was really sad, and but in a good way. And then we are cut to present day, and one of the Red Guards asked Kate Bishop for help. And there's a really funny joke about Imagine Dragons, and I couldn't stop laughing, especially at one of the Red Guards' accents. It was so much fun. And then Hawkeye and Kate Bishop escape from the warehouse in an epic and awesome action scene. It's the best action scene of the entire show so far. It's epic and awesome, and it was so entertaining and so much fun to watch. Hawkeye, he was so freaking cool. He was just shooting the Red Goons, the guards. And also Kate Bishop surprisingly got some moves. She was so badass. And then next we got a car chase scene, which reminded me a lot of the car chase scene in Black Widow, but a lot better. And it was an epic and awesome action scene. It was entertaining and fun to watch, especially was when they shot the Pym arrow at the end. That was epic and awesome. It was such a great Easter egg. It really blew my mind. It was just surprises after surprises. Such a great Easter egg. So, what do I think of this episode? Well, the best episode of Hawkeye so far. It was epic and awesome. Everything I needed, everything I wanted and needed from the show. The action scenes were amazing. The relationship between Kate and Hawkeye was the best in this episode. Especially when Hawkeye lost his hearing aid and was calling his son. And the look on Hawkeye's face, and it was really nice. Just a sad but good scene, and it was really nice of Kate to help Hawkeye. She was really nice, and also the scene when they were sitting in the cafe, and Kate drew Hawkeye's costume from the comics. That was fun, but also it's pretty scary scene because Kate doesn't know that Hawkeye is Ronan, that he killed Echo's dad. And also the episode then ends with a cliffhanger, and oh, I don't want the episode to end. Oh, such a great cliffhanger, and I'm really looking forward, and I'm really excited to watch the next episode. But yeah, like I said, the best episode of Hawkeye so far. It gets an 8 out of 10. The only complaint I have with this episode is that Hawkeye ran over Santa. But besides that, it was the best episode of Hawkeye so far. Really, really, really good episode, and I'm really looking forward to the next episode. So, happy Christmas it is. Merry Christmas. Such a great Marvel Christmas special this year, and I really hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!